Test, test. Oh dear. Test. Video tube, what are you reading? How about that one? Okay. There we go. Bam! How's that? Alrighty. So, I decided I want to novelize our old D&D campaign. So, this is our map. Let me see if I can get the whole thing. This is the continent that we ended up making for our D&D campaign. So, I am currently at 4,286 words. I've been working on it a little bit throughout the day. Our current goal is to try and get to 16,670 words tonight. I mean, hey, you never know. But, yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. Let me see here. Get rid of this. Let me keep that one open. So I can go ahead and start with like reading what I've got so far, and go from there. Because also too, like, if you ever want to test your voice on something and find out if you like it or not, the best way to do that is honestly to read it out loud. Oop, wrong button. Da 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 da. Boop. All of these are supposed to be indented, but on mobile it doesn't like to do that. So we're just gonna fix... Whoops, wrong button. We're gonna fix this, 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 and this, and this, and this, and that whole section might get a rewrite, so we're gonna hold on to that. All right. Ooh, okay, cool. Some of them are gonna hang out with us. So let me go ahead and jump into... Where did it go? There it is. Boop. Alright. I'm in Discord. We're gonna see how well it picks up. Ready with the glass of wine. I write a lot on mobile, honestly, just because I'm that person who will just bring out my phone and instead of doom scrolling, I just compulsively write. It's fine. You know, these things. I think my microphone is picking up my... Hang on, let's turn that down so it stops picking that up. We're gonna turn it up for y'all. How's that? That okay. Now it seems like it's behaving. But yeah, no, I write quite a bit on mobile. Alright. So, let's do the thing. I'm gonna read what I have out loud. Don't judge me yet. It's a rough draft. Also, I'm in voice chat if y'all are inclined. So, I'm gonna do the thing. What is this? Who wants what? Alright. The Gilded Paladin's Legacy. This is definitely a working title. Just saying that right off the bat. Alfred stumbled into the dark house, looking for a lamp or a candle to light. He hadn't expected his mother or sister to be out when he returned, though it wouldn't be against their nature to have gone down to visit his younger brother in the garrison or spend an evening at the pub. Sig did want to be a bard, after all. The dwarf finally found a candle in a tinderbox, lighting the wick and looking around. Everything was neat and in place. Perhaps his brother had gotten a day of leave and come to help straighten up. Using the candle, he found his way over to the oil lamp and lit it, filling the room with light. His eyes roamed the living room of the house he and his family shared. The house was too neat. Things were put away that would normally have been left out. Things like photos or hair combs. His mother's beard scissors were gone from the vanity. A cold chill ran down his spine. No. He raced to the back of the house, to his mother's study. She wouldn't have. She swore an oath she wouldn't. He stumbled into the study and stared at the bare wall. It was gone. Endbringer was gone. The sound that escaped the dwarf's throat was somewhere between a snarl of anger and a scream of fear. His mother had taken her warhammer. Where in Tartarus had she run off to? And where was Sigrid? He ran up to Sig's room, praying she was there, hoping beyond all hope. Maybe she was asleep or out with friends. Instead, he found an empty room, also packed away, and a letter resting on his baby sister's desk. Dear Avrid, we knew you'd be cross if we tried to leave while you were home, so we had to make do with skipping town while you were gone. We're going to Cov Gildemore. Mom says she's got friends there. Don't worry about trying to catch up with us. We'll be fine. Love you, Sig. Avrid read the scrap of parchment in his hands, and then read it again. He read it a third time and sat on his sister's bed. The ground beneath him no longer felt solid. The air in his chest wasn't breath, just empty heavings. The lamp in his hand shook so badly he feared the oil would spill, and set it on the floor. He put his head in his hands, rocking back and forth. His elderly mother did not need to be traveling, especially without him to keep an eye on her. To say that Helfrida was a difficult woman was to immensely understate her personality. She was a retired hero, and had a penchant for continuing to find trouble, even in retirement. The dwarf slammed his fist on the table in frustration. His sister didn't know what that life could do to a person. If Helfrida had convinced Sig to go on some kind of campaign, she had no idea what kind of danger she was actually getting into. Avrid slumped in... we need to change that. Ha 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 ha. I'ma come back to that, but we're gonna keep reading for now. Actually, we could just get rid of that line. Gone. Alright. If Helfrida had convinced Sig to go on some kind of campaign, she had no idea what kind of danger she was actually getting into. Their settlement had been attacked just 3... Like I said, read it out loud. You're going to find what you don't like. Their settlement had been attacked just 3 years ago by unknown assailants, and his twin brother had gone missing in the fray. Avrid had been delivering an order of glass at the time, so he hadn't been there to help. They were still trying to locate Andor, but life still had to move forward at the same time. This time, once again, just delivering glass, doing his job, they ran off. To top it all off, his mother's warhammer, the Endbringer, was gone as well. Damn it. How do you even look for two people who just run off? He folded the letter back up carefully, tucking it into his pocket. Don't bother catching up with them. Oh no, that was now his entire mission. To leave the settlement would be to put his standing in the guild at jeopardy. He would likely never become Grand Master if he left. But his mother was exposing his baby sister to too much danger. He walked out of the house, never having taken his traveling clothes off. No point now. He was halfway down the street when he ran into Flare. Flare was in their usual plate armor, helm securely in place. They rarely took it off outside of a few places Flare had designated as safe. The armor wasn't particularly flashy. It was gladiator's armor. Their rucksack was tossed over their shoulder, and they raised a gloved hand. "How's it going, Alfred?" Their accent definitely reflected their less than noble birth. "Mom and Sig are gone." "What do you mean gone?" Within a few quick whispers, Alfred relayed how his afternoon had gone thus far. "So they just up and ditched?" "Yes." "And Ma took her hammer?" "Looks like it." "Why does that feel like a bad omen?" I'm also doing a horrible, horrible, horrible impression of my friend, who plays a very good character, by the way, here. Just give me a break. You're really not helping, you know that, right? "Hey, I'm just thinking out loud. Can't fault someone for trying to process." Avra took a breath and continued down the boardwalk, looking for the dockmaster. Flare strode along with him, cloak sweeping behind them as they spoke from behind their helm. Flare rarely showed their face to anyone, let alone letting it be seen in public. If they didn't have a helm on, they wore a mask. Flare was practically an adopted sibling at this point, and just as annoying at times. Avra didn't want to consider any omens. And then we get into the rougher stuff that I kind of want to work on tonight. So, this is not our outline. This is our outline. Whee! It's not done yet. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So, this is all where we're at. We haven't really gotten into Flare yet, but we can add that in elsewhere. So I'm going to make that text orange so I don't forget about it. So just they try in the stocks. Okay. So I want to describe Silverhorn, which is what we're going to do. Down here. Haha. Alright. Hi, honey. Okay. I'm going to be quiet while I type. Don't judge me. Okay? Listen to the beautiful music provided by the wonderful Malcolm Horn. He's a lovely, lovely person, and you should definitely go watch him on Twitch. Mm-hmm. I love you. No! Alright. Da 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 da.
Two bird poison buckets.
No. Ba, 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 ba. It's kind of weird how Google will eventually start learning your voice and actually make grammar suggestions for it. Because, yeah, I definitely use colons, semicolons, and colons. I'll use them both. Saves you from a run-on sentence. It's not a run-on if there's a semicolon. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yep. Wait, who's in here? Avrid? Are you gonna say nothing? Or is just your audio not coming through? I see you lighting up, but nothing is coming through. So let's figure this one out. Input, output, speakers. Try now?
Testing?
Ahaha! There we go. I'm sorry. If you've been speaking and I was accidentally ignoring you, that was a mistake.
Nah.
Say hello, Alfred.
Oh, I don't want to be perceived. It's gonna perceive.
Eventually we'll have to work on getting like a few PNGs set up for everybody through Discord so y'all can make like guest appearances. I thought about setting up my Kata puppet for tonight. But consistency. Alright, anyway. Salt doesn't really crunch me in your feed unless there's like a shit fuck ton of it. Alright, hang on. We're just gonna get rid of that. Bam. And then we can come down to Strokase. Fantasy name generator. I probably owe you a lot of money. Y'all saved my life, but I have no idea how to pronounce this man's name. I should probably give him a name we can actually pronounce. Hey, Gabrielle, what's a name? Oh yeah, Kata puppets. So, hang on. I have multiple puppets that I can use with this. Let's see here. Boop. I'm gonna save that one. Yes. I can... No. Give me this. Oh, do I not have... Haha. Here we go. I can change my face anytime I want. But yeah, this is Kata. She is my Minotaur. You'll get to meet her in a little bit. Let's see here. Boop. But yeah. I mean, we can play with Kata for tonight. We can do this. This is fine. We're gonna do the thing. Why not?
We should, when you're streaming with Kata, we should give her a little pumpkin barrette.
Ooh, that would be really cute. I'll talk to Caden and see if he wants to update it for me. Cause that would be great. Not gonna lie. Alright. We're just gonna, you know what, screw it. We're just gonna fantasy name generators. Can you tell I use them a lot?
He can hear you, love, don't worry. He says he can hear you, don't worry.
Thank you, Caden. I love you. Let's see. Did you have, like, any kind of particular culture you were basing the dwarves on?
Southern is more Mediterranean. Northern city is Nordic.
How about Byzantinian names? So, like...
What are we naming now?
The Dockmaster at Silverhorn.
I mean, you could just go classic dwarf as well. But, yeah, more coastal.
How about Maurice?
Yes.
That's a great name. Maurice. Maurice crossed his arms and stroked his beard when he saw Avred. We're gonna actually just go ahead and make that a whole... No, that is a whole new thing. Okay, because we have the image of Flare going there. And then... Yeah, that's the other thing. Eventually I want to be able to put, like, illustrations between things. Like how books used to do. I miss those. They were fun. But anyway. Maurice crossed his arms and stroked his beard when he saw Avred and the twisted look of concern on the younger dwarf's face. He already had a good idea of what was wrong. Good eve, Avred. What brings you down here? Did my mother and sister charter a ship? Yep. We're gonna change. Maurice hit that nail on the head. Helfrida hadn't been quiet about leaving. It was like she wanted people to talk about her leaving. The look in Avred's eyes weren't giving the Dockmaster any confidence in his safety if he tried to sidestep the info. Last I heard, your mom and sister took a goat cart towards Lautra. They wanted to take a ship north, but there was a storm raging over Cave d'Alan. Last I heard, they got nearly 3 feet of snow, and even the mountain passes are blocked. Well, that's inconvenient. Flair's wince was audible, thinking of all that snow. Maurice didn't exactly trust Flair. He didn't trust anyone who hid their face that much. Yeah, Helfrida had a string of curses when I told her we were anchored and waiting to see where that storm was headed. I'm not sending ships to Loutra if that storm is headed our way next. Avrid had held back a growl of frustration. So his mother and sister were traveling. On foot. His mother, who couldn't walk, was traveling by foot. If they were ambushed on the road, they'd be defenseless. Did they at least have an escort? I'm going to change this line because I want to send them over to the Beastmaster. Because she's going to actually be the one that gives them the concrete lead versus the Dockmaster being like, yeah, I think they went that direction. Because that just makes more sense. So. Now we need... Let's go with... No, I want Latin. Thank you. Boop, boop, boop. Clovia. I like that. There we go. Because then I'm supposed to be eating this salad. Oh dear. Oh. Gabrielle, what did you have a name for, like, the guild of goat breeders?
No.
How does Beastmaster's Guild sound?
I mean, that would work, because it'll probably cover everything, like all the livestock.
That's kind of what I was thinking. They're basically like your veterinarian livery type. They run all the livery houses around. If you're going to rent a cart, you take it back and forth to their locations.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. We'll call them kingdoms. Boop. It's a whole guild thing. They're gonna have like a whole check-in. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hint to Avrid that Halfreda is supposed to be meeting up with someone. That way he's got even more suspicion that she's going back to her old ways. Does that line up for you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would work. Although Blair's probably gonna get pokey.
That's fair. Let's go ahead and do that.
Funny that like,
Yeah, I'm a cow. What's that?
It's funny that like doing the RP, we basically were like, yeah, he's from here. It's like X amount of days away, and that's it. And now we're like, okay, now we have to like write everything out to explain how we got there.
Well, see, that's the fun part about being able to novelize it, is we can go back and be like, okay, we really wanted to flesh this part out and didn't get the chance to. And, like, the first campaign makes the most sense to do it majoritely from Avrid's point of view, since, you know, his family is the center of it. So, like, it makes sense to, yeah, you gotta set the campaign up.
The city that we will never go back to. 5 years. It's been 5 years. We never went back.
Mm-mm.
She was in the same boat.
Huh?
We had a coal spark over here, and both me and the cat jumped.
Meh. Oh, you got a little fire going?
Yeah, the hookah coals are running, so.
Oh, the hookah, yes.
I don't know how YouTube feels about that word.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Like, I'm also probably small enough that I doubt they're monitoring. Like, I'm sure they are, but especially now that I just said that. Oh dear.
Don't worry. I'm watching how many people are watching us. It'll go up if someone's joining. I'll be like, who are you? Say your business.
Right? That's alright. My YouTube studio setup thing refuses to update, so like it's not showing me my chat, it's not showing me my viewers. And I'm kind of afraid to refresh it because I don't know what's gonna happen. And I don't want to break stream again. Because YouTube won't auto-connect them. So. Where was I? No. Oh, yes, that's what I wanted. Thank you. And this. No. You can shrink. Because you can sit like this. That way I can keep an eye on that chat. And I can keep an eye on... I can pretend I can keep an eye on Discord as well. Haha. Bam! There we go. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what the edits are for later.
Exactly. missed an E. Mm-hmm. No.
So I think I finally decided when I get my character drawn,
Yeah.
when I'm gonna have her like lounging on the floor with like a cushion under her, so that I can essentially be laying down, but then still use like a laptop or controllers and stuff like that at the same time.
I like that idea.
And then that way, when her identity shifts, I won't have to redraw my character in a different position.
No, that's honestly perfect. Because the less redrawing you have to do, the better.
Yep.
I am discovering that very quickly. Alright. Let me double check the outline, because we did go see Amias as well. Yes. Shortly after this.
Amias might be the one that tells us that she's meeting people.
Instead of the Beastmaster?
Yes. Like, the Beastmaster's for sure gonna be like, nope, they're going that way, they're supposed to be checking in this next check-in to trade out for fresh animals.
Okay.
But I feel like Amias would be the one that would know, hey, they're, this is a little bit more orchestrated than just they've walked out the door.
This will get picked up. So I'm gonna play on
Probably about 5 months orchestrated.
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
This is probably about 5 months worth of orchestrations.
Probably. Especially if she actually sent a raven to Hawk. Because, I mean, he would probably be one of her most powerful allies who would drop just about anything for her. So, if you want to shoot to the top.
Just out of the pure goodness of his heart. Not because she's like, look, I'll literally bring the mountain down on top of you if you don't do what I need you to do.
Right. I mean, Hawk was never a bad guy. He just had a very set way that he thought things needed to happen. Which meant Matilda needed to behave in a specific manner, and she refused. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of... Yeah, they were here. I rented them a cart, one of the bigger rams. Da, 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 da. We'll get rid of all this. All that's gone. Okay. One of the bigger rams. They're supposed to... Eh. Boom. Now he has a reason to go talk to Amias. Because it was Sig who picked up the cart, so she didn't even talk to Halfrida. She only talked to Sig.
Yeah, because I tend to forget that I have that other brother. Because, yeah, it's like, Aubrey would have gone and said something to him, even if it was just like, you better not have known this was about to happen.
Mm-hmm. Which, did he?
Yeah, I think we're going with he was a sight bit more in the know of Halfrida's movements than the rest of the siblings.
Fair enough.
Since he is in the military.
I mean, that's fair. He probably got the notification of, hey, she's moving locations.
Right. That, and he'd be spy number one if she wanted information of what was going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
So that could also be why Recall is left with him.
Oh, Rakaa. Okay, you're gonna have Rakaa just leave with him?
No, Recall would stay with Amias.
Oh, to stay with... Yeah, okay. Yeah, because if Halfrida wants information, he can send it through Rakaa.
And unlike a standard courier crow, Recall won't stop for someone that, isn't the family.
Mm-hmm. Spontaneous. Do, 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 do. For the... Alright. Boop. Now we're gonna go meet Amias. Hey, we're already gaining words though. 46, 82. That's got a set. We've added 3,500 words today. Alright, we're gonna keep going.
It's funny that no matter, like, despite the fact that I know Sino doesn't have ears because his headdress has ears, anytime I see art without, it's like, wait, where's his ears at? Yeah, I'm like, who is that? Where's his ears? It's like, no, that's the headdress. Do them almost like a pillowcase with Velcro, so you put like foam up in them, and then you can take the foam out to wash the Kiyu. Washability.
Very important.
All of them. I need something to please.
Wow, Rufio. I don't know if the mic is picking him up, but he is sawing a log on the couch over here. Holy cow, dog.
Now that you pointed it out, yes, I can hear him. Need to record him for like a sound effect of some sort of beast.
Honestly, like some kind of monster. You know, the other one I need to record is my mom, St. Bernard Chumley. He's another one that snores like a monster. Mix the two of them together, you've got a dragon. We're good.
I was thinking we should probably at some point state that Sigrid's half, not dwarf.
I was gonna get to that when they got to Lautra, and they're having to describe them to folks they're not locals with.
Okay.
Because for the locals, Sigrid isn't, like, it's
She's
not a
not
big
a-
deal that she's half orc.
Right.
Or half drow. Drow orc. Drork. Drork. Half drork. Yo, seriously, dude.
If your backup character is chaotic enough, Sky won't let your main character die.
Is that how it works?
You just sit there going, uh-huh, yeah, you sure? You really want this character to come in?
I mean, it's kind of hard to up the chaos from Kata, though. Unless I literally go full wild magic sorcerer.
Talia's pushing it.
Yeah, that's fair. Talia's definitely pushing it. That's because King herself is just unpredictable.
True. I also think, like, Talia is technically the youngest out of the entire party, isn't she?
She is. She's like only 19, 20 years old in the first campaign.
Yeah, that would make sense then.
Yeah, she is a baby. She is child. Whereas, like, Kata and Avrid are... They have the mental elasticity of a 19-year-old, but they've got, in her case, 54 years of experience. His case, 150-something years of experience. So it definitely makes sense why their races are... what's the word I'm looking for? More established.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of a personality does Amias have, since we haven't actually met him in-game? Is he the kind who's going to be like, look, don't get mad at me. Not my idea.
He's definitely hopped behind the most stable looking thing possible the minute he saw Avrid step into the garrison. Because even though he could 100% take Avrid, it's still like, that's my older brother. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Because yeah, at this point, literally the entire family has a higher class count than Avrid does. Like, it's for sure. They're all at least, you know, a 2 or higher level class, or he's just being forced into this.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that he's career driven and doesn't really appreciate magic unless it's being used to help the military, I don't really have much personality written for him because it wasn't needed yet.
Okay. Did he have a class yet?
He would be a fighter.
Fighter? Okay.
Yep.
How long after Halfrida got back did her and Avrid get into it? Because I'm trying to figure out if Halfrida raised Amias, or if Avrid and Ondor did.
Honestly, Albert and Ondor did the
Okay.
first, or probably the first 10-ish years. Because we said he was born in Gildemore, and then however long we decide that trip takes to get down to Silverhorn.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way she lasted a year.
Okay.
Before that fight happened. And then she was gone for about 2 years before she came back.
Okay, so Amias and Sigurd are closer in age than I thought.
Well, I think they're 5 years apart. So however the math works out.
Okay. But Avrid raised Amias basically for about 2 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Bias has middle kid syndrome where he's really quiet and conniving.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Plots on the sidelines.
I feel like Halfreda would not have told anyone that she was specifically supposed to be meeting Hawk.
Yeah, and she wouldn't have said names.
Yeah, just that she was meeting someone from the war.
Right.
Okay.
That reminds me, I need to work on those, companions.
Mm-hmm. Dude, Crimeora's sister is gonna be so hot. So hot.
Monk Lioness? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The lesbian Monk Lioness.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. She's a cleric. She was the healer.
Okay, that's right. The other one's the cleric, or the monk.
Mm-hmm. The goat dude.
Yes.
Because Hawk is a smart man and got a hold of the other drotes and was like, hey, shit's going down south. They got flare problems. Or at least... Nah, Halfreda might hold on to that until she talks to him in person. South's got problems. Halfreda's coming.
Yeah, because he might not be entirely willing to get right back in the middle of that again.
No, he might not be willing to get in the middle of that one again, because, yeah, that's what killed his kid.
Yeah, better to deliver the bad news in person, than...
Via Raven.
Yeah.
Because it was probably Raka who delivered that one, too. I mean, if most of your messages were delivered by Raven anyway, it makes sense. Because once she gets to him, she can just boop herself back to the family anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if that mechanic is at will or if it's hinged on the half hit points in the family.
Oh. Or if, like, she has to be summoned.
Yeah, that's what triggers it.
Well, even more reason for Halfreda not to say anything than if she's sending it by regular old Raven.
Yeah.
Just, hey, I'm coming to Gildemore, see you there.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, why do these women make my life so hard? Okie dokie. So I think that's a pretty good... That's our setup right there.
Yeah.
And that is...
Look on his face when he walked into Gildemore and probably saw the first statue to Halfreda, he would have just...
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope, I'm out.
So... That's... Let's see, view... Show me my print layout. Because the maps, yeah, that's on its own page. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5? What's my page size? No!
The margins are pretty tiny.
No! Wrong button! Ah! Page setup. We're at a letter. Let's put ourselves at an A5, because that's roughly what it would print at, give or take. So that gives us... Dink-a-dink-a-dink-a-dink. Dink. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, fuck it, large print. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now we'll have a page counter on the side, right?
Oh, yeah. But I specifically wanted to see how many pages this section was. Oh, you know, I could just highlight it. There we go. No! Stop it. Thank you. 8 pages. I feel like that's a decent chapter length. We could cut the chapter there and then pick it up. Chapter 2 is when they're in Lautra.
That's fair.
Because I feel like...
Okay, so if we're gonna do a chapter break, would it make better sense?
Oh, wait, we still need Amias to kit him out. Hang on. So hang on, this conversation's not over. Never mind. I'm going back into this.
And once we went to Lotra, would it make more sense if we do it on the chapter break to have it start up with Kata and Vaso?
I was gonna give it... If we start up with Kata and Vaso, we won't get... we won't get Sigurd's description right away.
True.
If we follow it right up with Avrid and Flare in Lautra, we're going to get the setup. We're going to get Flare finding out they're not supposed to talk about the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
You get the setup for why... Well, on the second read-through, you'll realize that it's the setup for why, but... You almost have to hear Avrid and Flare's side before you can hear Vaso and Kata's.
That's fair.
So.
Then I wonder,
Because it'll basically be partway through the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll pick up for Kata and Vaso before we get to the actual tavern.
Okay.
So it's one of those, this is mildly happening at the same time. It's mildly happening one right after the other.
Mm-hmm.
Two timelines are coming into convergence here.
I
And
was wondering. Yeah, right. And then we have Talia right in the middle of it.
Talia's gonna get her own introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I got ideas for her. She's got her own introduction coming.
Okay.
Chica's gonna look hot.
Part of like now that we've like been finding out more and more of her dubious past.
I'm gonna kind of allude to that immediately.
Well, I'm wondering if part of definitely Flair did not find her name by traditional means.
No.
I'm wondering if part of the deal for Talia getting us there so quickly is that Obrid would write her paperwork to recommend her for the Merchant Guild as a courier.
We can do that, because then she would also be more invested in actually making sure they survive.
Right.
Beyond, they paid me to get them from here to here. Well, that went belly up, but I lost my ship, so fuck you guys.
Right. If Obrid, since he is already, he's already a master of a couple different glass crafts, and then his uncle being the guild master.
Right.
He would have enough ability to put her on the recommendation list.
Right. So yeah, no, that's perfect then. I'm going after them.
Now, why she wants on there is nobody's knowledge but her own.
I mean, it's good steady money.
Over here.
Well, okay, let's be honest. No crook wants to be a crook. If she can get a guild master's, if she can get a guild recommendation into the Merchants Guild, that's a steady paycheck. That's going legit.
That's getting out of whatever shady shit's getting us out of town tonight.
Correct.
Because some shady shit's getting us out of town tonight.
Abso-fucking-lutely. I gotta remember what I can say and can't say. That's what fonts are for. Alright.
A basket out of that grass.
Yeah, that was a lot of grass.
That was a lot.
That was a lot of grass. Would you want to let that jerk in?
I love that jackass jerk.
I gotta behave myself.
Oh.
I gotta behave myself on this channel. I can't just say 18 plus and call it a day. I gotta stay PG-13. Which means I get to use it once.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Right? Right? I am struggling. It's gonna take me a little bit to catch on to this, because this sailor's mouth is awful.
I mean, yeah. Until we master the video editing and can implement that bleep.
Right? I want to try and find, like, a rubber ducky sound, I think. Or like a rubber chicken or a bite. Like some kind of squeak or honk. Something along those lines. A straw. A straw in a cup. That's the sound we need. Just that. I'll have to find a cup and record that and send it over to you. Speaking of which, did you get editor's access?
No, I'm not sure what or why I didn't, but
Okay,
I never got any email sent over.
When I finish up tonight, we'll try it again. I'll try it on desktop, because I was trying to do it on my phone the last couple of times, so maybe that's why. Do you have burrs stuck in your mouth?
Does he?
Oh.
Go talk to your mother. Uh-huh. Hey, Tony. I think Hank has burrs stuck in his mouth. Goofy Pyrenees.
What?
Goofy Pyrenees. Oh, man.
Is this
The
even
better question
real?
is, what did he attempt to eat that got him the burrs?
Lord only knows with that dog. Lord only knows.
Unbelievable, Hank. Okay, yeah. Are they inside his mouth? That has to hurt, Hank. What are you doing? I'm sure the bunkers were gross.
It's a leaf.
Oh, okay.
False alarm.
Phew. I was like, I didn't know that you were that hungry, Hank.
I even gave him extra dinner tonight.
Yeah, he's just a big boy.
I saw Jackie put a basket out of the grass and vomited.
We saw it.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, that picture
Let's
did not
see.
show how bad that
No,
was.
we got home and I was just like, Christ.
Yeah. Do not come near me with that. No, go. You are literally the embodiment of like pet me and get wrecked me. I love you dearly, but you are covered in sticky things. That not only stick to you, stick to me.
Found like YouTube videos or like basic. I was like, and then I open it and I'm like, I can't do any of this.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Like, I
So
hate that for you, but also like,
it's nice to not be good at something.
yeah.
That sounds really bad.
There we go.
I like trying on something I'm actually wanting to be good at.
God, they're in your tail.
We're gonna take over for recycling tomorrow. I started. I applied for OnlyFans certification today. Yep. Doing it. Don't care. Actually, be my Instagram boyfriend.
Hate the lack of airflow in this apartment.
But I'm
Hmm.
There's no airflow in our apartment.
Ooh, that sucks.
Really hot.
Also getting paid to basically not be fat anymore. Cool. Great. That's my dream.
There. There. Now we have the setup for Amias is where he got the armor.
You mean
Okay.
just cash
Yeah, that would make, yeah.
Because Amias is like, you're taking flare? That's your backup? Oh, God. I'm at least making sure you're dressed.
was
Alright.
in season for 4 days. We have more.
It's that. I don't know.
Oh no, I got Romas, so they're tiny.
Okay, fine.
We tomorrow.
So that would be...
Dinner is already bought. Cool. I'm just starting early. I don't care. Starting early. The menu though is Georgia peach.
Chapter 1.
And I'm gonna do it with steamed rice, and I bought yellow squash. So I'm gonna season the yellow squash. I cut them really nice.
Stop it.
Like it.
A letter to
And
a
we'll have
loved one.
sweet chicken sandwiches and maybe like
Because, you know, that's what it was supposed to be. It's not, you know, Sig's fault that Everett's mad about it.
That sounds good. And then rice instead of or potatoes. Yeah, you're hungry.
Okay. Chapter 2.
I sat down to play video games, and I was just like, I need to burn it.
And then we have 18. Come back down here. Boop. 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 Alright. We're gonna add more to this in general, so actually disappear. Boop. Okay.
It's not the best setup in our forest. Yeah, I think we're just. I gotta go back to meal split, cook food, done.
We should probably explain where Lotra is attached to Silverhorn.
Hang on one second. I gotta turn you up. Because they're talking in the kitchen. Say that again?
I said we have to
I don't need to
explain where Lotra is in comparison to Silverhorn.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah, if you live on the street, that didn't help. High blood pressure.
I'm gonna mute my mic.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Better?
Yes. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay. Let's pull that map back up. Oh, wait. Let's also do this again. Ooh, that's nice and big text. Okay. Back up to the map. Let's make that 5 inches wide. So that probably, yeah, that fits much better. Okay. So, Silverhorn, they're going along the coast, basically, down into Lautra. So, meow. Of the eastern side of Labyrinth. Or nope, not Labyrinth, Vermont. I know where I'm at. I'm gonna turn this back down because I'm pretty sure my mic is picking up everything.
Yeah, you found it to be tapping on their toes.
I'm not surprised. Let's see. I should figure out how to get my... I should probably hook my headset back up, honestly. Alright. That's kind of Vermont. largest.
That and honestly, with Aurora back in some on the plush side, we could take anybody with
Yeah. Yeah.
like what the she
That's what I said.
was easily get away with.
Yeah.
Like,
That's because
yeah.
Alright.
Aurora is
And then.
that on only like she's a little like who cares? Oh, this one's lovely. Oh, the little bush is oh yeah.
So. We've got
I hate.
gnomes, goblins, and halflings. Of those, gnomes are the only ones that exist in traditional folklore. Do we want to just call all of them a subrace of gnome?
Still iffy on the placement of the goblins, just because.
Subterranean gnomes.
Okay, yeah.
Or, you know, gnomes that have gone all... What's his face fied.
I feel like I think of different things when I think of a gnome versus a goblin, and they look very, very different. And I know
Yeah.
what my brain says is a gnome isn't even what D&D says is a gnome.
Which is... Yeah.
Yeah.
In traditional folklore, they're literally called the little people. Like, gnome is kind of a generic term for ground-based fae.
Right.
So,
Equivalent of a brownie.
basically, just a fae without wings. So... Because, I mean, halflings are just a ripoff of hobbits.
Wow.
Because hobbits is copyrighted.
So are halflings.
What?
Yeah.
The difference is they're copyrighted by different people.
Right. But neither one of those people is going to write me a license for anything I'm going to agree to. Wizard of the Coast will be like, hey, why don't you just sell this to us? And I'll be like, bitch, no! And...
We're entirely too gay for Wizards of the Coast of Ohio.
Right? We're way too gay. Oh, man. And then Tolkien would just be like, here's a C&D. Shut up.
Halfling, though, is also... I mean, halfling was a hobbit with a hobbit slur. And then wizards were just like, well, we can't call them that, so we're gonna call them this.
Shady. I'm leaning towards all of them are gnomes. Because, I mean... We can just bring fae in if we want brownie-type creatures.
Do we want... I mean... do we have them all basically still living up in that one country, though? Would we want to just call them by that name? Versus, like, stating each individual race, we would just collectively call them that.
Amirians. Yeah, we could do that. Screw it. Aha.
Because then if we get up there, then we can go into more detail about it if it comes up. Or, you know, if we're interacting with an individual, we would just say if they were a gnome Amarian.
That's fair.
goblins are kind of 50-50. Certain tribes are friendly and trade with other races versus the other ones that are very mercantile and
That's why I was thinking they were just right, and that's kind of why I was thinking they were just basically a subterranean class of whatever we decide the Amarians are. Because that would explain why they have less hair, and they have the night vision, and they have the more hunched backs, and they, you know, they're
harvesters and more like tinkers.
right. It's like you have the different types of Minotaur. Compare the Gelbfeet of the Highlands, and you've got, you know, 9 foot tall on average versus 7 foot on average. But they're both Minotaur.
So you have southern port of Romancia and then the comma?
Because Stonehaven is the name of the port.
I know. What if I was just thinking to add after the comma the temple city of Stonehaven.
Ah!
Because it was like the way I was reading it, my brain was like doing that state thing where your brain's like city country. And it's like, yes, but also they kind of are their own entity.
Nope, you're right. There we go.
And that'll, you know, set it up a little. It'll make a little bit more sense later when characters are introduced.
Trying to think of how I want to word this. No, actually, I hate that whole line. Even if you... I need to figure out how to add this. Insert special character. What? Yes. But I want the little version of it. I want... Where is it? E. No. I want an accented I. Ah! Ah, wait, there it is. Thank you. And crap. Ah. Oh no. Accented A. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up over here actually. Ba-doop. Okay, so at the top there is the guild master.
Yes. Well, so you have your guild lord at the
Guild.
very, very top.
Okay, guild lord at the very top. Okay.
He would sit on the council and basically make like the big decisions.
And then the guild master is like the local.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Each town would have its own guild master, and then depending on the size of the guild in that particular area, you might have a couple guild masters.
Okay.
Like obviously just the since we have the beast guild, the beast master is basically covering anything to do with livestock or animals. That one would probably have a couple guild masters, just
One per species kind of deal.
kinda, or like maybe localized. So you're gonna have like there's probably a minotaur that is a guild master there to help with the breeds of animals from that area of the country.
And for the ones that like, okay, you can ride this one, but not this one.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. And to just have someone larger to handle the larger animals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you would have your craft master, which is basically offered to be a craft master.
Mm-hmm. Is that basically like your moderators?
Yeah, so like they would be the ones, basically they're proficient enough in the craft to handle a job on their own. Depending on how many years you were a craft master, you would start taking apprentices. Like the first mastery that Aubrey got, well, technically be doing,
Okay, so below the craft master is apprentices.
yes, you would have apprentices, and then I don't really know. I don't have a term for basically the entry level, which includes like guild orphans and like anybody basically wanting to be part of a guild but not pursue a specific element of it, I guess.
So like elementary school.
Yeah, essentially that.
Okay. Cool. We're gonna bring this. Nope. Wrong button. Bring that back up to the top. Dwarven Guild hierarchy. Because the Dwarven guilds kind of tend to be the standard on certain things, it seems like.
Yeah, I feel like we'll have to talk with Floyd. The Bounty Hunter Guild seems more of a other culture thing versus I don't think the dwarves, because the dwarves have like they have a garrison that kind of handles that stuff.
I guess.
You're out of
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess more so the commercial guilds.
yeah. I feel like the Bounty Hunter Guild has been established outside of the Dwarven.
Yeah. That one's probably housed in Ramnesia.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, because like bounty hunters would have to come in and get cleared at the gate to actually pursue a bounty into the city.
Mm-hmm.
Versus just being able to be like, yeah, I belong here, I'm part of this guild, walk in the door.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. There's that then. Okay. Let's see here. Should we do the full conversation between Avrid and the Beastmaster and Lautra, or just a paragraph summary of he got nothing? I'm thinking a paragraph summary.
I mean, do you want more words?
I mean, I always want more words.
Because we've got a lot of just paragraph stuff going on.
We
And
do.
We're about to move into 2 more, so...
That's fair. So yeah, no, let's get some dialogue going on in here. Alright.
He just sent you the wrong pizza. Kaden ordered pizza today, and they completely, like, I think they just sent you something.
That sucks.
Yeah, I think they sent you guys just the wrong food. That's like, oh, I forgot one thing, and then they're literally messing up every item on the order, and... Yeah. That Robert's working on the blanket, and I've only got 2 feet. Working on my blanket. And it's slow progress.
You crochet, right?
And like the stitch I picked it A because it was gonna be warmer. B because it was gonna take a lot of yarn, and that correlates to it takes a lot of time to make progress.
Did I spell Alfred's last name right? Cliff? Or is it a K?
Hang on, I'm trying to find it.
Oui.
Ah, there it is. It's so it's lowercase e and then there's H.
Like that?
I'm on a time delay. Hang on. There, yes, that's correct.
Okay.
My audio versus the visual is
One of those, it's probably a good thing I'm PNG so you don't have to try and watch my lips definitely not line up properly.
well, so it's more so okay, so I've got your audio through Discord, which is real time. YouTube on my phone is real time. YouTube on the TV is delayed.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I'm actually hearing everything twice because I'm hearing it real time and the stream is running like, I don't know, sorry, about 10 seconds behind.
That's interesting that it's behind on the TV, because I have low latency turned on. So, like, it makes sense that the phone is pretty much real time. A computer should be about real time. It's interesting that the TV is delayed. Okay. Next question. So, Sigrid and Helfrida would have had to book a goat cart to get them from Silverhorn to Lautra. What name did they book it under?
They would have used Costicliff because it would have been more under the radar.
Would it have been Sigrid's first name or Helfrida's?
I feel like it would have been Sigrid. If she went to get it, it would have been her name.
Yeah, she was the one to pick it up, so that would make the most sense.
Yeah, because that wasn't planned. So I feel like that was Sigrid being like, "You're not walking. We're gonna go get a cart."
Well, that and it's just faster.
Right.
So, alright, cool. How long did we want to say the trip from Silverhorn to Lautra would have taken? I'm gonna do myself a favor so I can remember where I was. Back up to the map. You know what? Hang on. I'm going to simplify my life here. Need this. Important stuff. Maps. Because I think I have the more up-to-date version on here anyway. We have points of interest where we have terrain. We have empires and kingdoms. Let's go with points of interest because we're going to need that for... Da-da-da-da. Well, I'm glad that opened in. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's alright. Bam! So, Silverhorn to Lautra. 11 to 13. How long do we want to say that probably took them? Once they're out of the mountains, it's pretty much coast and grassland. So the road, once you're in... I need to confirm between King and Madison if Lautra is a city in Ofrate or if they are two separate countries. Like, if the two of them are going to build the humans together or if they've each got their own thing going on.
I kind of forgot that there's a whole other human kingdom at play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we haven't really gotten into Flair's background very much. I don't think they've really had the chance to give it to David. But I'm thinking at least 3 to 4 days to get out of the mountains.
I mean, how long are we having it take? I mean, yeah, so get out of the mountain, and then you probably make double the time, but that's like twice the distance, 3 times the distance.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was a thing called like a ruler.
You know what? There is. Hang on. Hang on, I'm dumb. I did this at one point. I had a ruler on one of these maps. Let me grab the iPad. I had a ruler on one of these maps. Hang on.
Distance awareness gets so skewed when you're flying airship goes about 100 miles an hour.
Right? I still don't know how... Yeah, that's a thing.
We're not on a ship, we're on a jet, and
Let me find the maps. Here we go. Edit. One of these has got a ruler on it. Nope. 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 Sorry, y'all. You get to listen to me struggle for a minute.
We basically said it was going to take the entire summer for them to get from
I found it.
Silverhorn to Gildemore by land. It could take boats.
Okay. Now let me get this. Save as a PNG. Discord. Maybe. You wanna... Cool, important stuff. Maps. Uploadia. Da da da. Alright. Open. We have the power. Pachow. Alright. So, using the ruler from the other map, we are looking at right about 200 miles. And we said the average person could probably travel about 10 miles, so we're talking 20 days. Add mountain time to that, let's say 24.
Right, but we're on... So we said the cart went about the same speed, but we're on mount, not the cart.
Right.
After I was going on.
Right. Oh, I'm just trying to quick... They left... Okay. Travel times.
You should have, like, make a note on your document.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now. 24 days from Silverhorn to Lautra, Avrid, and Flare. So they're on mounts, so they're probably going about 15 miles a day. So that's 200 divided by 15. We're looking at about... Really? Wow. They really do have a chance to catch up. Good night, Sammy. Get some rest. But again, let's add in mountain time, so we're talking 16 days. Does that sound about fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you figure a ship would have been either half that or...
Oh, a ship probably would have been about 3 days.
Yeah.
So they are 8 days behind. Oh yeah. If her ship didn't crash, he would have actually caught up with them.
Darn. And that would have ended campaign 1.
That's exactly. Alright, so there is that. Let's make that one green.
Work out in the morning.
It is 10 o'clock, folks. I think I gotta wrap it up for the night. So, but we do have travel times down. I will keep working on this. Let's see. I I will work on getting a version posted to Discord for folks to read if they would like. Of like, up to this point. Because this is all stuff I'm still working on. But up to this point, I'll put that in Discord for folks to read. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, folks. I'm going to just see, where did it go? There it is. Bam! You all have a wonderful evening. Thank you all for hanging out. And we'll see you next time. As soon as I remember where the button is.